This is the RayZR, Yamaha's 125cc budget-friendly scooter. At £2,501 on the road, this bike promises excellent value for money, while also giving you Japanese quality and warranty and peace of mind. But does it live up to that hype? Let's hop on one and find out. What is up, everyone? This is James from Glidden Yamaha again. And what is up with this bike? This is the Yamaha RayZR, not the RayZR, the RayZR. Yamaha's budget scooter. Now the big headline thing with this is that it's £2,501 on the road. Now this 125 is the smallest 125 in Yamaha's range, as well as the cheapest. It pumps out a little 8 horsepower in comparison to the Yamaha NMAX and XMAX, both of which give out 12 horsepower, and then they're geared 125s such as the MT125 and the R125, which will give just shy of 15 horsepower. On the flip side of that though, this is the lightest bike that Yamaha does for the road at 99 kilograms wet, so that's with fuel. So it is ever so light. Now to help compensate for that smaller power that this bike gives out, Yamaha has added an electric assist, which basically means that when you're at a standstill and the battery is sufficiently charged, the electric assist will kick in using the starter motor and give you a bit of a push to basically help you get away from the lights, get away from the traffic. And that added assistance kind of gives you a similar pulling away performance to like a bigger bike like an NMAX, for example. Of course, for a price such as this, you can't have all the bells and whistles of a modern Yamaha scooter. So there is no traction control and there is no ABS. What it has instead is a combined brake system. So you have a single disc on the front and you have a drum brake on the rear. And applying the rear brake will also apply a little bit to the front, and when you apply them both, it will give you an even front and rear. I wonder if I can make this drum brake lock up. I'll tell you what, that combined braking works really well. I had a drum brake. My last time riding a drum brake was a Yamaha Virago 535, my first big bike, and look, I am really trying that brake there, and that combined brakes are really working to make sure that I'm not locking up on that rear drum. This is super fun. Whoop. Oh. And again, because it's so small and so light, you don't really worry about that small engine capacity because it is so nippy. Perfect for around town, a little commute. Now I'm 6'2", and surprisingly enough, I do have legroom on this thing. Quite impressively. Full lock, which obviously you never really do on a motorcycle, and it does bang the knee, but when riding, comfortable clearance. So if you have a look on here, you will see that light up when I pull away, which is that electric assist coming into play. So then once you're up to a decent speed, it will turn off and just let the petrol engine do the rest of it. So obviously the big thing here is the price. £2,501 on the road. Now, when you compare that to the other scooters from Japanese manufacturers, it's a very, very attractive price. When you compare that to the prices of bikes in the Chinese market, for example, though, and that is where this is comparable. And that is really why this bike was brought to the UK market. See, it's an India-built bike, and it has been on the market in India since 2020. So while it's a new model here, it isn't a new model by any stretch. But what you get over these Chinese scooters is you have a Japanese manufacturer warranty. And not only that, but it's Yamaha, which in my experience, working with different manufacturers, I've got to say Yamaha's warranty is fantastic. So 10-inch wheel on the back, 12 on the front. Small, but like I said, nippy, and it's just a small little bike. You don't need or want massive wheels. There's that little disc brake on the front. 3 different colors available: black, red, and this sort of turquoise, which I think is the best. Battery is easy to get to under here, so no massive amounts of panels to take off if the battery dies. Luggage handle for your shopping and space under the seat. It's not going to take my adventure helmet that I'm wearing. It won't take most helmets, to be honest. But if you've got a little head or an open face, you'll probably be okay. Dash, nice and simple. Little button up here which will give you a nice readout of basic information: fuel, speed, revs. There is phone connectivity as well through the Yamaha MyRide app, which will give you basic information. So when you're getting a phone call or a text, you'll have a little icon that pops up. You've also got the start-stop assist, which you'll find on most modern scooters these days, which will help improve fuel economy by about 4%, Yamaha claim. I mean, these are so economical as it is. Now, having never ridden one of these until now, you are getting my raw, brand new opinions on this thing, and it's so cool. I really, really love it. I was 17. When I was 17, I would have absolutely loved to have had this to go to school, go to uni, go to a job or whatever. And especially at that money. Insurance-wise, I've done a couple of comparison quotes. It comes in within about £100 if you're a 17-year-old kid, no license or whatever, of like an M-Max, and a few £100 cheaper than the geared scooters. So you're saving a little bit of money there as well. Let's try an uphill test on this thing. We've got a bit of a hill here. See how this fares. 6'2", 90-ish kilos. Trying to hold 30 up here, obviously. Will she do it? Look at that. Hill's getting steeper and steeper. Biker's holding firm. Nice job. Obviously cruising at 30 is easy as pie for this thing. Top speed is about 60 miles an hour. So we have a member of staff that has one of these as their little daily commuter when the weather's nice. I had a chat with him before I came out. He's got about 58, 59 miles an hour out of this max. Fuel economy, he rides it quite aggressively. He gets around 120 to 140 miles to the gallon. which, you know, anything over 100 is fantastic. So just want to touch back on that Yamaha warranty again and quality, what you're getting with the Yamaha badge on the side. There's an awful lot of non-main brand bikes getting registered and ridden around here, and there's no denying the fact that they are cheaper, but the quality is not good on these things. Let's have a little scoot down here, being that we're on a scooter. Now let's just say you're a parent and you might be looking at buying one of these for one of your kids, might be going off to school or even off to uni, and they want a scooter instead of a car maybe. Now with something like a Yamaha, you know that basically wherever they're going, there is going to be a main dealer not too far from them, and if there happens to be any issues with this bike, that very robust Yamaha warranty is going to look after them. Parts availability is going to be very good. You know that it's going to be looked after basically, provided you look after it. Obviously if your budget stretches a little further than this, then you can move up. An extra £1,100 will get you an NMAX, and another £300 on top of that will get you an NMAX Tech Max. So you're going to get ABS, you're going to get traction control, you're going to get a physically bigger bike, a more robust suspension setup. And in the case of the NMAX Tech Max, you will get a TFT dash as well, with a bit more phone connectivity and sat nav. So there's a bike there for sort of every budget. Okay, let's head back in. So there you have it, the Yamaha RayZR 125, £2,501 on the road. I think that is absolutely fantastic. If you want one of these, then we have all colors in stock. You can get this in this lovely teal color, black, and also red. They are available. We do deliver nationwide, so if you fancy ordering one from us, if you're not local, if you are local, then please do get in touch. And if you've enjoyed watching this video and you want to see some more, then I will link some more in the description. And you can also subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified for the next one.